what is your biggest struggle to get from, and I mean, because depending on your goals, what is your biggest struggle right now?
I would say controlling expenses right now.
Hmm.
Uh, that's one, but two is um, being able to narrate the right narrative to the seller because we know that we can help a lot of these people out, but they just don't quite know that yet either. And so it's getting over that hump and languaging our offer a lot better, more precise to where they do accept quickly, because we are here to help at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say for me that I sit on the back end, so I do a lot of the dispo TC and the rehabs and stuff. One of my biggest challenges is stepping back from that and calling the shots rather than being the one in action to take care and facilitate. That's notoriously been one of my weaknesses is delegating. I'm more of the, hey, I got 12 hours today to work. I'm gonna work all 12 hours and I'm gonna go work hard. And instead of, hey, let me take a step back and be a little more strategic here. How about we delegate some of these responsibilities, and it may be 80% as good as you, or even 70, but that's okay because I have to free up my time so that I can, if I need to jump on the front end, let's say, and make sales calls, that I have that flexibility to do that. And so that's been a big challenge for me to work through.
No, you just, I don't want to skip over that, Chris. You just hit a great gold nugget, and it's something we preach about a lot in our company, is finding people that are at least 70% as good as you. But if they fall below that 70%, it's not necessarily, you should keep them around. But if you have somebody at 70% that is good as you, they're gold, right?
Yeah.
And then with Cody, something that, with the acquisition side, something that's helped me as well in the recent, because I feel the same struggle. I'm reading the book right now, rereading How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Mm,
Oh my gosh, it's
yeah,
just been
that's
game
good.
changing. It just reminds you of how you should treat people. And it just reminds you on, how you should talk to sellers, but not obviously in your day to day when you're going to your coffee shop or your family members or anything. But it's a great way to talk to these sellers. Because that's
Yeah,
something that I struggled with is I felt like I was last month. I would say it's last month, kind of just with this whole market change, I felt like I was super pushy, like sign here, let's go. Right. And we all know that that's not how you're going to serve the seller. And also in the end, not get a signed contract.
yeah, it's
Uh,
counterintuitive. What you're looking to do is induce, but you're not taking advantage of. You're getting them over that hump of accepting your help.
exactly. No, yeah, one thing I've been really, so I dial that back a lot, and I say, hey, I'm not in the business of rushing you, and it's actually helped out a lot. It reminded, and I think it was just me being in the scarcity of like, crap, let's get some deals, let's sell these deals, etc. Well, we're in a new month, and we're crushing it now. So, let me ask you this: what are your strategies to get through this recession and coming out even better on the other side? Because we all know this is not going to last forever. But what is your strategy right now to get through this recession?
Dialing in. Sorry, Chris. Every time I talk, I see you.
Yeah,
That, for my response is dialing in our systems and processes a lot better.
Mm,
We've been treated well the last couple of years just in the market we've been in, and so it's going to really weed out those who don't have a infrastructure. And so for us, that looks like becoming better leaders to ourselves first, and then to the team. But
yeah.
also being able to control expenses and know what exactly are we spending and where is that money going.
Hmm.
yeah. I would say for me, it's building the strategic relationships. That's then dialing in on that. Strategic relationships. The way we speak it is going to talk to spiders, and spiders are people that have their own networks that can help. And so, how can we get in front of those people and build a strategic relationship with them? I think that will be extremely helpful, and that goes back to the identity thing that we were talking about earlier, building. Um, Consistently adapting, right? Everything in our business is under construction right now. It's under a microscope,
Hmm.
and we're having to grow and change in every department. And so being able to change and be have an increased speed to market. So when we make a change, how fast do we implement that? That plays a big role in your success, because if we make a change and then the market changes, well, now we got to change again, right? And so that time to adapt is extremely important. And I'd say the last thing is losing the ego. You know, that's a really big thing that for the last few years we've been what we've done has worked, and because of that we have like an underlying ego that we might not even know is there, but it is. And so it's like, hey, everything's changed now, and we're like, well, that's okay, we're gonna do what got us here, remember? And it's like, that ain't gonna work, you know. And so being able to be humble and to you know, check ourselves, call each other out, and you know, hold each other accountable is extremely important for our business moving forward.